In 1990, a group of concerned Nigerians organized a brainstorming session in order to identify an all-encompassing remedy that will address the crisis of unjustified military domination and its resultant effects into varying forms of crisis. The concerted efforts of these concerned Nigerians led to the formation and registration of Crisis Control Foundation by the Corporate Affairs Commission of the Federal Republic of Nigeria on 30th May 1997. To commemorate the passing out ceremony and show that CRICOF is now fully anchored in Lagos, the national president raised the foundation's flag.
Arise, O compatriots, Nigeria's follow obey, to serve our Father's house, with all our strength and faith. The name of our heroes shall ever be there, to serve without our might, one day shall stand in freedom, peace and unity.
Dr. Eze Atakulu Osakwe, E.C. Kingsley, Ogbuagundi Igbo, who is the National President and Commandant General of CRICOF, reminded the first ever group of newly commissioned officers in Lagos that it is their duty to fight against corruption in various areas of the community, such as malpractices in law enforcement agencies, corrupt practices within government parastatals and the private sector, as well as illegal activities among leaders and individuals in their respective neighborhoods.
Yes, sir. We ought to know this now. Everybody control FDTN.
For those of you who have been invited here to witness this occasion, to know that the word crisis means only problems, human problems. And this foundation came into being in 1995 during Abacha's regime, when the crisis of military domination was at its top peak. And gentlemen like me and others brainstormed to know the way out. And the way out resulted into being registered and empowered by Corporate Affairs Commission of Nigeria with a certificate dated 30th May 1997. So we are advancing to our 15 years old of being legally and instituted authorized body. Therefore, anybody who feels we are not legitimate can challenge us wherever, and we will be there to see. We will also be there. It is based on this legality that we were issued a certificate by ICPC, that is Independent Corrupt Practices and Related Offences Commission of Nigeria. As a member of the National Anti-Corruption Coalition, that has empowered us to be among the vanguards of those who checkmate corruption, be it in the law enforcement agency sectors, be it in the private sectors and entrepreneurs and parastatals and ministries. Anywhere we see any corrupt act, we will go straight down for a fight. We are not afraid to die, because the virus has eaten deep into all of us. And there will be no reasonable progress, no reasonable democracy. Nothing can work if this cankerworm is still allowed to eat deep into us. Corruption is the fight for everybody. And you can find even corruption on the table of a woman that sells tomatoes in the market. Because this woman will now use rotten ones on that and put a fine one on top to cheat you. You find corruption also in the toolbox of mechanics. You will lose your real spare parts and put it there and sell it to another person. So it is even in your families. So it is in the schools you attend, in your place of work. And therefore, Crisis Control Foundation declared war on that cankerworm, the virus called corruption. Corruption also has its precipitations, which has narrowed into all societal areas for people to talk about. One of them is human rights. People abuse people's rights. Defend them on civil matters. Seek for money for bail. Seek for every form of things to intimidate them. The judiciary also is in problem. Everywhere we have problem. Even in electioneering, problems are there, nothing goes well. And we're saying we want people of keen mind. Those who want to know that we are here on earth on a temporal basis. None of us will be here. All of us here, nobody will be here in the next 150 years. If ever we live up to that, then what is the hullabaloo? That you must grab everything which will make the next generation to enjoy you. And this is why we are saying that if we want to make progress, this must be the job of every Nigerian. We don't want to know whether you're a crook. A crook can change. An armed robber can change. And you cannot change what you cannot reach. It's only something you can touch can you cleanse. And that is why today we want to commission some people, empower them into this work. The ceremony is not to see how beautiful they look, how tall they are, and whatever it is. The ceremony is just to empower them with certificates for those who will receive the certificates today, and also those who will receive later. It does not require acrobatism. It is something new. All of us pray, but today, this foundation is bringing something new. Make your prayer a work, for heaven helps those who help themselves, so that the Lord will bless the works of your hands. We are not religious, non-political. We are workaholics. We are in the field working. And we are inviting all of you to please join hands with those that are in this local government. Mobilize yourselves so that we will give you seminars, we will give you lectures, we will tell you what your rights are, we will give you the limits of any law enforcement agency, be it the customs, be it immigration, be it the police, be it the army. Because an illiterate person is not the person who doesn't know how to read and write. After all, a Russian can't write English or read it, so the French. But an educated man is he who is well informed, so that he has the possibility of knowing what to do at the right time and at the right place. That is the job of this foundation, to bring enlightenment to people, and at the same time checkmate it. Nigeria has been talking and talking and talking and talking, no checkmating. We want to teach you how you can even checkmate your son. Your son will checkmate you. You checkmate your neighborhood. Your neighborhood will checkmate the traditional ruler. The traditional ruler, all of you will checkmate the government. The government now will checkmate itself. That is the push. That is the war we've declared. A civil war for a change. Rebranding of Nigeria. That is what is called by His Excellency Goodluck Jonathan. He says it is to rebrand Nigeria. It is the rebranding I'm talking about. So that all of you, I call you to wake up. Wake up today, ladies and gentlemen. So that you have an imprint on the soil, which will be remembered by for your future children. These children will come. Make a history. Don't think about only the number of upstairs and buildings you have made. The beautiful cars you've used. These are temporal things. It will vanish. It has no value. It is transcendent. It is material. The value you have is the inner integrity. What you carry within you is what you go with. And the others, the prestige, the good name will flow down to your children. And the children will now use it to grow and also find a better life and leave a legacy also behind. I admonish you to please work hard to cleanse your mind. Do not generate ugly thoughts for your fellow human beings. Stop speaking evil of your fellow human beings. Stop acting in an evil way against your fellow human being. I asked the press some few days ago, each president that comes to Nigeria, Nigerians will criticize him. Have we ever praised one? That is the problem. Because if you praise one, he will do better. But if you don't, you are building up ugly thought forms that will affect generations to come. Keep the heart of your thoughts pure, for in doing so you will not have problems. Keep your words pure, for in doing so you will not have problems. Keep your actions pure, for in doing so you will not have problems. And I'm a symbol of that. If you hear that I have duped anybody, spit on me. If you hear that I'm pursuing anybody's wife or child, spit on me. If you hear that I carry cocaine, throw me into the lake. If you hear any evil I do, throw me into the lake. This is a new brand of church, if it is what you want to hear. A church that is in activity. A church that brings not what it preaches only in the mouth, on the lips, but in action. Change. That's what it means to rebrand. Change the society. And ladies and gentlemen, because today is not a speech day, I would like to stop so far. But I will invite His Royal Majesty, who is a traditional ruler in our midst. I don't know how many other traditional rulers here. And who is also championing the cause of this rebranding. Maybe he may have few words to give you, and you may also benefit from that. I thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. If there is need to speak again, I will. Royal Majesty, please.
Strike off. Iron. Strike off. Iron. When I was in Kaduna, in a location like this, one of the MAs asked me, why not you leave your palace and come to the north? I told him, it is to seek your mind. It is to brush your mind. It is to polish your mind. That's the reason why I am here. And that's the reason why I should go into any other hamlet. I will go into any other local government to make sure that this sermon goes to the nooks and crannies of this country. I call Lion Nami Sote, His Royal Majesty, Eze. I still like call me over because I am in Yoruba land. Or if I am in the north, call me an MA. It is the equivalent of those two. And of course I'm educated. I have 2-3 degrees behind me. It is not money. It is value. You are talking about value. I am the sole administrator, Crisis Control Foundation, with corporate headquarters, Papa. Also, the president of Team of Leadership. I thank all of you. It is my privilege to be present here, to be a witness to the inauguration ceremony of very young people who want to fight this war with me. My advice to you is that you are going to pick up a two-edged sword. You can cut left, you can cut right. But remember,